Hello. As many of you know, May is normally a time when we gather at the local, state, and national level to remember law enforcement officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice. As we lose brothers and sisters in law enforcement to a strange new cause of death, the coronavirus, because they stayed on the job, manning the front lines, even as the pandemic spread, we must ensure that while the quarantine rules may have changed the plans for memorial services, it doesn't impact the charge we keep in remembering those we lost. So, while the plans may have changed, our responsibility to never forget the sacrifice made by law enforcement is more important than ever. We owe it to the police officers to ensure that their commitment to protecting and serving their communities lives on. We owe it to the families to comfort them and share their memories. We owe it to those in law enforcement who lost trusted colleagues and friends. Over the coming days, you'll see videos like this and other resources offered to remember the fallen. This video remembers all of our fallen. We hope that you'll watch the video and share remembrances of your own on social media to help amplify the effect of the memorial. In the meantime, know that law enforcement professionals are continuing to serve, answering the call to keep our community safe. To borrow and slightly modify a phrase from Abraham Lincoln, it is for us, the living, to be here dedicated to the unfinished work which they who served here have thus far so nobly advanced. God bless the fallen. Thank you.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time you're watching this. And thank you all for giving your time to be with us, albeit virtually. We can still feel your presence. A special thank you to our survivor families for giving up everything, and right now, your time. We're now over 24,000 line of duty deaths on the police memorial wall, and a continued trend of over 14,000 injured officers every year. All the memorials in Washington, D.C., and only one will never be finished, and that's the police memorial wall. We look at ours every day, hoping and praying to never add to it. And no more names to be added to any memorial anywhere ever again. 146 line of duty deaths last year, 146 more police families, 56 dead already this year as of today, probably more by the time you watch this. The wall keeps growing, and people who care that it does, or care at all, sadly grows less. Some people only momentarily recognize and appreciate the magnitude of danger of this job. Some couldn't care less. I've said this every year for as long as I can remember. It's as true today as it has been for decades. So I'll continue repeating it. No other job on earth has the constant demands, constant changes, horrors, scrutiny, training, or rewards as a police officer. And all beginning by raising our right hand and swearing to do what we do for everyone else, including sacrificing our lives. Always about others, never about us. No other job on earth makes news or social media less than 30 times a year, in 30 seconds or less, with sensational, looped, and edited stories. The other 50-some million times a year interactions that we have with people are left out. Those positive resolutions, interactions, and relationships, as well as meaningful impact. Like nearly all of the 100,000 calls a year for service we do right here in our own backyard and get right almost every single time. No other profession has the abundance of after-the-fact experts that we do. This is my 31st year as a police officer. Several have even more time than that. And none of us are experts in policing. And will never be. But you can tune in or log into just about anywhere, and you'll find many people who think or claim that they are. Factually and literally, an officer has 1 second or less to make a life-saving, a life-changing, or life-ending decision, only to later have their fate decided, if they survive the encounter, by others having the luxury of pause, rewind, zoom, slow motion, GPS, editing, after-the-fact knowledge, and a preconceived notion and narrative, all pretty much behind a keyboard, a podium, or a microphone. Yet, There are people who actually believe that's the way it should be. We know better and still do what we do, even for those same people. Though seldom thanked or publicly appreciated, we'll still come to work every day and do what we do, as we've always done, even through this epidemic and whatever's next. And we'll continue to endure these experts, fictional authors, and opportunists with foul motives, even though most others receiving these attacks couldn't or probably wouldn't. We stand for and by our community, even those with motives or agendas, sacrificing our lives if we must for a fellow officer or a complete stranger. It's what we do. It's a cop thing that most wouldn't understand or bother to, but we do. While we realize our fallen daily and publicly recognize them yearly, acknowledging and thankful for what we've had and for their lives given up for others, we often take for granted what we have. Look around when you can and notice your officers and your retired officers. I'm asking our community to let them know they are appreciated and deserved. They are the thin blue line, the line between order and chaos. That's what the thin blue line means. It's not anything other than anti-chaos and anti-disorder. They are the line quelling things before they start and resolving things before they get worse, because most people can't or most people won't. On behalf of the South Bend Police Department, myself, and the administration, thank you, officers. I challenge the community to do the same. Finally, I want to thank you for joining us in recognizing and paying tribute to those who gave their lives in sacrifice of service. And remember, they did not do it alone. What they gave up in their moment affects everyone in every moment. Always. All give some gave all. Thank you.
Greetings from the Mayor's Office. On behalf of our city, I want to thank our men and women in uniform who sacrifice each and every day to keep us all safe. In the history of our department, 15 of our officers made the ultimate sacrifice, falling in the line of duty. We honor and remember them as part of National Police Week. To our officers, I value the difficult work that you do on behalf of our residents, and I look forward to working together with you to confront the challenges that lie ahead. Thank you.
Oscar Christensen, end of watch, May 11th, 1886.
Samuel Cooper, end of watch, Thursday, November 1st, 1900.
Lewis Keller, end of watch, Tuesday, February 25th, 1908.
Hans Brandt, end of watch, May 22nd, 1916.
Fred Bueland, end of watch, January 10th, 1921.
Neil McIntyre, end of watch, Tuesday, December 25th, 1923.
Lloyd Thompson, end of watch, February 27th, 1932.
Delbert Thompson, end of watch, May 27th, 1933.
Charles Farkas, end of watch, May 27th, 1933.
Howard Wagner, June 30th, 1934.
Ronald St. Germain, end of watch, Saturday, August 19th, 1967.
Corporal Thomas DeRue, end of watch, November 14th, 1974.
Paul DeGooch, End of Watch, August 24th, 1997.
Corporal Scott Severance, End of Watch, April 23rd, 2006.
Nick Palazzotto, End of Watch, April 24th, 2007.
Party, how to half right, hard, time party, prepare to fire 3 volleys. Stand by, ready, aim, fire, and pull, ready, aim, fire, and pull, ready, aim, fire. Hard, half left, praise it, hard, harder, parade, press.